last 1 year is that we introduced the ladies competition.
Okay.
Initially, we thought that physical strength is not really celebrated amongst ladies in our society.
Yes.
That extreme kind of strength. But to our shock, like we had a lady show up in Kisumu in 2017.
Yes.
And she insisted, she was saying that she has to compete. She'd actually travel a distance, like she'd come from, I think, Migori.
Yes.
And she insisted she had to compete. So we thought, okay, let's give it a chance.
Yes.
Try, and I mean, it has peaked, and we're so excited about that.
Yeah.
So the competition has really grown, even in terms of the fan base and the following and everything. In all angles, it's growing.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate what we've been able to achieve up to this point.
All right. Who is eligible to participate? You've talked about females being eligible to participate, but who exactly is eligible to participate? What's the criteria?
The competition is open to everyone.
Yes.
Over 18.
Yes.
That's it's minimum requirement.
Yeah.
Apart from that, like, as long as you think you're strong enough, you want to prove it, you can give it a shot. Yeah, of course, as the competition progresses, we're having now more elite athletes like rising to the top.
Exactly.
But doesn't bar anyone.
Yes.
Because of the prize money and everything that we offer.
Yeah.
At times you go to these towns and you find someone feeling that they want to give it a try.
Yes.
So you have a very regular guy who jumps into the field to try it out.
Yes.
We don't close it. We don't shut down anyone.
Zero bias, as Eric has said. He said that's
bias.
what's attractive about this competition. It's zero bias. It's all about your fitness, physique, stamina,
Exactly.
ability, strength, technique.
Yeah, technique.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
Eric, how do you prepare for this event?
Basically, for a strongman event, you don't approach it from a bodybuilding perspective.
Okay.
So you focus mostly on strength training and powerlifting.
Okay.
So when you're training for bodybuilding, it's the opposite.
Yes.
You focus on hypertrophy and muscle building.
Okay.
So for these, I'll say my major movements, you do the major muscles. That is, you work mostly your back, your legs, because those will sustain you to do heavy lifts. Yeah. So basically, you just prepare on the major muscles.
Yeah.
That is your leg,
Yep.
your back,
Yep.
and probably your shoulders.
All right.
Yeah.
What kind of diet should one indulge in prior to the event?
Prior to the event,
Yes. Or even as a lifestyle?
as a lifestyle.
Yes.
Okay, as a lifestyle for guys who are concerned with checking their weight.
Yes.
You need to have a balanced diet.
Okay.
Make sure you have enough vegetables in your diet,
Yes.
a good amount of protein, and a good amount of carbohydrates.
Yes.
If you're in a sedentary lifestyle,
Yep.
you don't need too much carbohydrates, because probably you just sit down and your day is described by just concentrating on the office.
Yeah.
But for a strongman event, is the opposite.
Yes.
Now, in this event, you're trying to build strength.
Yes.
So you need to eat as much as you can, get more calories. This will sustain your overall body strength.
Yeah. So why did you join the competition?
As I said initially, I joined the competition because probably I thought I'm strong enough to be there.
Yes.
And whenever someone challenges me, I find it as a positive thing. Actually, my friend and my training partner, he challenged me.
Yes.
Yeah. And he told me, you think you're strong, eh? Why don't you try this thing? Huh?
Yeah.
So for me, it gives me a lot of inspirations to take into Kenya's Strongest Man.
All right.
Yeah.
Mbuga, who are some of the people who are some of the organizations or companies or individuals who are supporting this event?
We're so grateful. Over the years, we've developed quite some partnerships.
Yes.
We have Deep Freeze and Deep Heat.
Yep.
They've been with us from 2016 when we just started the nationwide circuit.
Yep.
Ultimate Sports Nutrition,
yes,
which is USN. They do bodybuilding supplements, have also been supporting us all through. We also have Apex Steel.
Yes.
They deal in steel. They've also supported us. We work with Coca-Cola.
Yes.
They support us through the Monster brand.
Yes.
We have Medina Butcheries.
Yes.
It's actually in South Sea, Mugwai. They do wholesale and sale to institutions. We say Kula Nyama Beba Chuma. Yeah, they also support us. Yeah, so we are so grateful to these sponsors. Courtyard Security.
Yes.
It's a security company that also stood with us all through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell our audience when is the event, the venue, and the cost.
Right now, we are actually doing our third round of the 2019 circuits.
Yes.
And this Saturday will be in Nairobi. We'll be hosting the Nairobi qualifiers.
Yes.
And it's going to be very explosive.
Yes.
We expect like a very high caliber of athletes
Yes.
trying to qualify for the national finals. It will be happening on Saturday
Okay.
at Alpha Fit Gym on Gong Road,
Okay.
right between Kenya RFUA grounds
Yeah.
and Ligi Ndogo.
Okay.
Right in between, there's a big facility, a gym,
Yeah.
and we'll be using their field to do the Nairobi qualifiers
Yeah.
from 9 a.m.
From 9 a.m. all the way
10
until
a.m.
10 a.m. all the way through to
4 p.m.
10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Alpha Fit Gym.
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic. And attendance, and it's open to anybody who wants to come and do the trials.
Yeah, the trials, as much as now we have already closed the free registration
Yes.
for participants.
Yeah.
For late registrations, we'll be charging a minimal fee of 400 shillings for the athletes.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you haven't registered, you're
Yes.
still it's still possible for you to come.
Yeah.
But you'll pay a small fee of 400 shillings, and for the for the spectators, it's free.
Yes.
But you have like a VIP seated area that you're charging a minimal fee of 300 shillings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buga, do you plan on taking the strongman competition to other counties or even regionally?
Yes, we are. Right now, we are covering the major regions in Kenya right now.
Yes.
Because we just from Kisumu 2 weeks ago in Kisumu.
Yes.
We do Nakuru, Mombasa,
Yes.
Nairobi, and we also had Kakamega, which we just pulled out this year, but probably we'll be going back to Kakamega as well.
Yeah.
Our plan is to have this as a county-wide, like something that can cover all the counties, to give more people opportunity, really tap into the talent that is available, even places like Northeastern, Central. I mean, we believe that there are people there who can be part of the sport.
Okay.
About regional competitions, yes, we are moving in that direction. Actually, this year we are still planning to go into Uganda because we are getting lots of inquiries. We even have a Ugandan competing in Nairobi tomorrow.
Okay.
They really long to have to be part of the circuit, and so we are moving towards an East African competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your future and hopes for this competition?
Our main goal objective is to put Kenya in the global map when it comes to strength sports, especially with strongman. 2 years from now, we are really working towards having an athlete there, a Kenyan athlete at the world's strongest man, which is now the cream de la cream when it comes to strongman competition. We'd love to give more opportunity to younger to tap the talent early. So we are working towards developing a junior kind of competition, which will focus more on the universities and the high schools. Yeah, so that's the direction we are going into, and also to have this as a TV show.
Yeah.
Because the content is there, it's amazing. I mean, we've worked on the nitty-gritties of it, and right now I think we believe it's ready for TV. Yeah, so that's the direction.
All right, Eric.
Yes.
I want to challenge you
Bring it
to
on.
an arm wrestling competition.
I don't
Seeing
know
that
if I'm going to-
you're a contender for the strongman, so I'm gonna be strong anchor.
Okay.
So if I'm kindly, let's get
So
on
we
this.
try.
I'll be
Yes,
the
let's-
ref.
Fadeli, can you put a pillow or
It's fine.
it's fine.
Let's
huh?
use the right hand.
The right hand.
Oh, you're a left-handed.
I'm left-handed.
You're left-handed.
I'm
It's okay,
left-handed.
it's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Place your hand.
Then
That'll be-
Yeah.
if I win, that's good.
Yeah.
If I don't win, we do the
We do it again, okay?
We do-
On the other leg, on the other hand.
the other
yeah?
hand.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right. So where should my hand be?
Place it up here.
Here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And if I cut my coat, what happens?
If you cut your coat, we'll
I
pay you.
will-
We'll
We'll
get
pay you
a
back.
jump, a strongman jump.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Sawa sawa.
Okay.
But he's so much on this side. He should be more like this.
Oh,
like this.
oh,
Okay.
Almost.
No, you haven't
started.
Let's start. No, we were
I'll do the
testing.
count. Okay.
Let's do the count.
Okay, okay. Yeah, he was testing my strength.
Sawa sawa.
All right.
Yeah.
1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
go. Oh man, that was fast.
No, I'm watching down. Should I be down?
You're on the pillow.
That's a comeback. I think. Wow. All right. You're good, man. Probably the strongest,
strong,
the
man.
strongest anchor. Let's go.
All right.
The strength is there.
That's nice.
Only the endurance.
No,
Endurance
he was using his strongest arm. So you had an advantage.
I had an advantage.
Quite strong.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
That was good.
Nice.
Oh, that was good. Oh, Eric, thank you so much for being a
welcome.
sport.
Yeah.
James Mbuga, thank you
Thanks
so
so
much
much.
for coming on set. That was really good. I do say so. Eric is strong.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, we're taking a short break. We'll be right back. Keep it Money Live. Welcome back to Morning Live with the strongest anchor competition in Kenya. Lenny Rashid, who won this competition. I do say so myself. Eric, thank you so much for being a sport. James, tell me, the event, how do you ensure that it stays clean?
At this point, I mean, there's several challenges that we have in terms of being able to test and do all that.
Yes.
So we are still growing into it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's quite costly.
Yeah.
And we need the right partners to be able to execute that. But what we do at this point is the best we can do is just the trainings through our interaction with the athletes.
Yes.
We don't support, we speak against it.
Yes.
We speak against doping and any kind of use of substances that enhance performance.
Yes.
So yeah, right now that's where we are.
Yeah.
But we are growing into being able now to go full throttle in terms of having the tests and having the sports as clean as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last year you hosted the strongest competitor in Kenya.
Yeah.
How was that?
Amazing. We hosted Zidruna Savickas, who is the biggest name in Strongest Man.
Yes.
He's won the title 4 times and is considered the greatest of all time.
Yes.
So we were so honored to have him around.
Yeah.
It went a great deal in terms of just inspiring our athletes and showing them that it is possible.
Yeah.
Because while here he spotted, he attended the event and saw the potential, and I mean it was amazing to just hear it from him that we have potential to become what we are aspiring to be.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Okay.
And this year we are taking it to the next level because we're bringing in 2 athletes
Yes.
from the World's Strongest Man
Okay.
to take on the heaviest deadlift in Africa
Yes.
competition.
Okay.
We're trying to beat the record
Yes.
of the heaviest deadlift that has ever been lifted on African soil.
What's the record right now?
Right now it's 470 kgs, which is massive.
That's massive.
That was lifted by Eddie Hall,
Yes.
who was the world's strongest man in 2017.
Yes.
He retired from the sport,
Yes.
but he did it in Botswana. So we're saying we're still going to try and do it here in Kenya.
Yes.
So Johan Els will be coming from South Africa,
Yes.
and Matthews Gillespie, who is the second strongest man. He just won he took second position a few weeks ago
Yes.
at the World's Strongest Man final. So
Okay.
it will be explosive.
It'll be explosive. Wow, you've got a lineup of galore of events,
Yeah.
activities happening,
Amazing.
clean fun, and it's a
Amazing.
family event at the same time.
Yes, yes.
So I'm glad to hear about clean sport in Kenya.
Yeah.
Eric,
Yeah.
how exactly are you mentoring other upcoming bodybuilders and strongmen?
Okay. For me personally, I'm also mentored by James. He's my mentor.
Yes.
And in place also, I try to encourage other youths that are trying to get into the sports.
Yeah.
That there is a lot of discipline involved in anything, let's say anything in life. Because you'll find you need to take up to 6 or 8 meals.
Yes.
And in a normal day, we are used to 3 meals.
Yes.
So there's a lot of discipline, and mostly I advise and always encourage guys to come up.
Yeah.
And come up, try to learn this thing. It's not anyone's speciality, it's all our speciality.
Yeah.
We can do it together.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So 8 meals in a day, how do you space that? And what are the portions and the ratios? How does that work?
So if you're preparing for a strongman,
Yes.
you don't basically focus on the portions. You just focus on the meals and how many calories you can get in.
Okay.
Yeah, we call it fattening the cow.
Yes. Jenga mwili. Karibu jina.
Kula nyama, beba chuma.
Beba nyama.
Kula nyama,
Kula nyama, beba chuma.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you don't focus on the portions, you just focus on the calories that you take, because it's more of a calorie game. The much calories, like for the currently Mr. Strongman worldwide, they take up to 10,000 calories. You can imagine that's like a meal for, that's like a meal for 5 people. Yeah.
So how does your metabolism then react? 'Cause I know you have to work with a nutritionist. So there are those who have a slow metabolism and there are those who have a fast metabolism. Does it mean that after I have a meal, I quickly have to go and work out? How does that work?
You see, the beauty about taking a lot of meals, it always keeps your metabolism in check.
Okay.
So always when you're doing regular meals, maybe after 3 hours or 2 hours, I'm going to take a meal. My body will always be active and functioning, just to keep up with the digestion and the process.
Okay, and what role does water play in this?
Always, water is life. It's everything. You need, actually, for a strongman competitor and any bodybuilder, water is very essential. And everybody, we all live by drinking water.
Am I allowed to take steroids before I come for this event? Is that agreeable? Can I take creatine? What can I do for this?
Creatine, yes. Steroids, no.
Okay.
Yeah, but as I said, unfortunately, right now we are not able to really do the testing and all. Yeah, but just nutritional supplementation, that's perfect. Creatine, whey, protein, and all that, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buga, tell me, how are you involving secondary school students into this and also tertiary students into the competition? Do you have a plan in bringing them in?
Yeah, we do have the plan, but we haven't really rolled out. Apart from with the universities, excuse me, where we've already touched base. We've held, in 2017, we did competitions around the universities. Just to showcase and kind of initiate something. But right now we are really now working towards setting up a competition that now will bring together the university and colleges before we now start tapping into the secondary schools.
What are some of the challenges you've faced being the initiator of this competition, this initiative? What are some of the challenges and successes that you have faced?
One of the biggest challenges, of course, is just enlisting support for something that is new, fresh. I mean, the resources, it's quite resource intensive, because our desire is to go to all the corners of the country, and that takes funds, which unfortunately have not been, we're not really in that position to roll out at that level yet. Secondly, is just the misconceptions about the sport. Because of trying to put this, make the sport as clean as possible, of course the question always arises, are these guys on something? And so you have athletes who are really hardworking, putting in a lot of discipline into it, but because of that misconception, they are branded, or people expect that it's assumed that definitely they're using something, so they're discredited for a lot of hard work that goes into it. And of course, just growing the popularity of the sport. When we started, I mean, it was hard to even come across like a spectator, like 100 people coming to watch. We are grateful for where we are right now, like places like Kisumu, Mombasa, we have huge crowds, over 1,000 people coming to watch the event. But that was also quite something, because you're trying to showcase, and I mean, you want these guys to really feel the adrenaline. It's always fun when you have an audience. They say men perform best when there's an audience. So getting to that also was a lot of work. But it's still work in progress.
It's a work in progress. Now tell me, in the strongman competition, what kind of events spread out during the day are there going to be? Will we start with powerlifting? Are you going to do rope pulling? What kind of events? Just give us a mental picture so as to whet the appetite of our audiences.
Awesome. So strongman is designed in such a way that we want to test speed, we want to test your raw strength and endurance. So it's a series of events. So we have
for both male and female.
And females, yes. So what we have is the deadlift event. In this year we are doing for reps. So for the men, they'll be going at 220 kgs and deadlifting it for as many reps as possible in a minute. So you have 1 minute to do your reps. After that, we'll have what we call the spear hold. The spear hold is a test of endurance.
Shoulder endurance.
Shoulder endurance. So they hold a spear weighing 25 kgs with your arms at 90 degrees.
A real spear.
Yeah, we've created our own speed.
Okay.
Yeah, 25 kgs, and you
Yes.
hold it for the longest time possible.
Yes.
So it's head to head, and we want
Yes.
to see how long can you hold it.
Yes.
And then we'll be having the farmers walk, which is also a
yes.
signature event in
Yes.
strongman.
Yes.
So I think for the men we'll be doing 120.
120. Yeah.
120 kg.
120, 120.
120.
Yeah.
And strapless. Strapless is
Bare
something we just
hands.
introduced this year. There are no straps, so it's also a test of grip.
No gloves.
No gloves you're allowed, but no straps.
No straps.
No straps.
Yeah, you can't strap it.
Okay.
So it's also a strength of grip and
Yeah.
a strength of a test of speed.
Yes.
Because you cover 20, 25 meters
Yes.
to and fro.
Yes.
Then we have the log press,
Yes.
military press,
Yes.
and we have a massive log weighing 100 kgs.
Okay.
And it's a series. Now for that it's time, because you have a dumbbell weighing 45 kg,
Yes.
and then you have a barbell weighing 90, and then you have another dumbbell weighing 60 kgs, and then you finish off with the massive giant killer. We call it the giant killer, the log
Yes.
press, and that's speed. How fast can you do it?
Yes.
So you have athletes that will stop maybe at the third or second,
Yes.
but at the end of the day, we want to see your time.
So it's all about time and endurance.
Endurance
And your
and
ability.
power.
And
And
power. Yes.
power.
And power.
Yes,
Time,
and-
endurance, power.
Yeah, and also the squat lift. I mean, the squats is amazing because
Yes.
we have our record standing at 290 kgs,
Yes.
set by Chris Okechu, who is the reigning champion.
Yeah.
And I believe the record is being tested. Probably actually tomorrow, I'm
Yeah.
sure like 2 or 3 athletes who are interested in trying to break that record.
Yes.
So that's something that is I mean, it's worth waiting and watching out for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
finish with the pick and place, which is a loading competition.
Yes.
So we have bags that
Yes.
weigh between 90
Yes.
to 120 kgs, and you lift and carry them a distance, and you load them onto a platform.
Yes. Yes.
And you have to do that in the shortest time possible. So
Okay.
it's a test of time again.
And for women, are women also participating in all of these events or in some events?
All of those except for the military press.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have the military press for them in this circuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why is that? Is it because it's too heavy, or it's just?
For the ladies, because the ladies we have are competing. For those that competed last year, this is just their second time competing.
Okay.
And we thought, okay, not to push them in
Yes.
through an entire 5 or 6 events.
Yes.
So for them, we reduced the events by one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. What are some of the successes that you've had? Because we talked about the challenges. I want to hear about your successes.
It's amazing. Just having people like Eric.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing. Someone who was focused on something else or was looking for something to do,
Yes.
and for them to see that so many people have found an identity,
Yes.
a sense of purpose through this.
Yeah.
Right now, we have people who consider themselves strongmen.
Yes.
That's what they do, and then they have a side hustle. So I mean, for me, it's such a great fulfillment.
Yeah.
Secondly, it's just the impact that we've had in the lives of these individuals. There's prize money attached to it.
Yes.
Over the years, we've been giving out for all the regional qualifiers. We give out a small amount: 30,000 shillings, 20,000, and 10,000 for number 1, 2, and 3. At the finals, we give 200,000, 100,000, and 50,000 to number 1, 2, and 3. And we've been fortunate to work with a partner called Red Dog Properties.
Yep.
For the last 3 years, was been giving out a piece of land
Okay.
to the winners of the competition.
Yeah.
And so, from the time we began, I think we've issued almost 6 titles
Yes.
of land within the environs of Nairobi, which is something. It's quite a big deal to see that the sport is changing
Yeah.
people's lives and people's perspective.
Yeah.
And also just knowing that we've already put the country on the map
Yeah.
with people like Zidrunas. I mean, right now, everyone knows that there's something happening in Kenya.
Yeah.
And for us, that's a big deal. We are leading in terms of just how organized we are, the organization.
Yeah.
In Africa right now, this is in terms of how many circuits we have and building into the finals, this is the most solid strongman competition in Africa right now.
Yeah.
And for us, that's also a big deal, and we can't wait to see it going into the next level.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Eric,
Yeah.
parting shots. What are your parting shots to all your fans out there, and also for tomorrow's event? What should we look forward to?
For tomorrow then, I hope you guys are going to turn up, and let's see who's strong in Nairobi. So that's all. Yeah, let's wait and see. I can't show it here. It's not aesthetic.
These gym guys, you don't have much to say.
Yeah.
Unless they're just
Humility,
edit to Patanembele.
Paranembele, you don't want to overpromise.
I don't. I'm a low profile guy. Yeah.
So our crew definitely will be there tomorrow to cover the
Awesome.
event and
That's
to bring
nice.
it to all our fans.
Great.
You know, subsequent bulletins. So Mbuga, what are your parting shots more so to the participants and to our sponsors and to also your fans?
Wow, I mean, this has been an exciting circuit. Just seeing what happened in Kisumu and then Nakuru, and we've seen giants being slain, like veterans really getting it from new faces. And so tomorrow, I mean, it's going to be a big show. We are so grateful for the partnership, the support that you're getting from our fans, from our sponsors that have stood by us and just making this possible. So grateful to Switch TV for allowing us also just to be here and to share our story. And we can't wait to have this partnership grow and blossom into even something greater. So tomorrow, I mean, we can't wait. We can't wait for tomorrow. It will be explosive. It will be worth your time.
Yep.
Bring your children. We have made arrangements for food and everything will be there. Make it as comfortable as possible.
Yes.
Yeah, can't wait to see you. Kula nyama, beba chuma.
Kula nyama,
Kula nyama, beba
Beba
chuma.
chuma.
beba chuma.
Yeah, that's our motto.
For all you fans who don't speak Swahili, in English it's
Eat meat, lift metal.
Lift weights.
Direct.
That's direct translation, yeah?
well, gentlemen, it has been a pleasure
Thank you.
having you both here on this set. Just remind us again of the time and the venue and the entry fee.
Yeah. So it will be at Alpha Fit Gym
Alpha Fit
on
Gym.
Gong Road,
Ngong
right in between Ligindogo
Yes.
and Kenya Harlequins.
Yes.
It starts at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. all the way to 4
and
p.m.
runs to 4 p.m.
Yes.
Entry is free,
Entry fee.
but for the sitting area, which we call the VIP, it's
Yes.
300 shillings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, Kenya's Strongest Man competition, Alpha Fit Gym, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Entry free, VVIP, 300 shillings. It's a family event. Bring your kids and have clean, good fun and support this worthy initiative. Up next is a pre-recorded segment with Nick Modimba. Keep it switch.